I look forward to it almost every year when we do it, but it's always exciting playing like in-state rivals and all that, FSU, Florida, even the midweeks like FAU and UCF, all that. But it's always super exciting. I know it's a competitive atmosphere.
What makes it so different?
I mean, just knowing that there's been a rivalry for a long time, and they're a really good team, we're a really good ball club, and it's going to be good competition.
Walter says he's been a Gator hater his whole life. You grew up down here.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on it?
I mean, to be honest, as a kid, I never really followed that much until I got to high school, but then I figured out like what the rivalries were.
So, your thoughts on it? What when you were a kid?
I guess I'm a Gator hater too now. I go along with Walt.
But you never had like anything like against him, like Walt. Walt's like, no, I was always a UM guy.
Not as a kid, no. But like when we went to go play them our freshman year, I realized how like the rivalry was.
So when you went the freshman year, what did you realize about that place when you go play over there?
So I was just talking about it now that there was obviously like the COVID reasoning why they didn't have full capacity at the stadium, but there were still a lot of fans that were saying things that they were saying, but I assume this time around it's going to be really packed and it's going to be super exciting.
What kind of team do you know? What do you know about them? I'm sure you know some of the guys on the team. What do you know about the Gators?
They've always been a good, scrappy team. They try to find a way to win every game, and they're just a good competitive team, just like we are.
Can you talk about what last year's series that kind of taught you guys? You got to win here on Friday night in front of a sold-out crowd. You lost the last two. Can you talk about what that did for the team, just in terms of learning lessons and moving forward that season?
I mean, yeah, you always try to learn out of every series. It was early in the year, so it's not like you're going to be too harsh on yourself. You're just going to try to learn from experiences. It went 1-1 and went down to the rubber match, and unfortunately we lost. But that's something we really want to look sharp on in those rubber matches, but that's fine.
Dom, as a junior now, coming up with guys like CJ, can you just attest to CJ and his growth over the years and his role with the team now?
No, CJ, I think CJ is definitely one of the best hitters in college baseball. I mean, his contact-wise, the way he can put bat to barrel, I mean, he's somewhat struggling right now, but he's still putting balls in play hard, and he's going to come through. Even this weekend, I promise you he'll come through.
Tom, what was it about last night, all the runners left on base? I think guys maybe press a little too much in those situations.
Yeah, it could be pressing. I mean, it's just baseball. We go out there to try to win every single game and be competitive, but sometimes you don't get the outcome you want, and it's just back to working the next day.
Dom, how do you mentally prepare for a tough road environment?
You just pretend like you're playing at home with nobody cheering for you. You just have the same guys here in the dugout, and you keep the same demeanor, and you just go out there and try to win.
You guys were all standing up in the dugout last night in Boca Raton. I kind of want to ask, what's the vibe of this year's dugout compared to maybe last year?
I mean, it's exciting. We're all excited. Even last year, I thought we were a good dugout as well. We just all want to win. It doesn't matter who we're playing, what the score is. We're all rooting for each other.
Blake Sears really had a really good start to the season. What have you seen from him as a freshman?
I mean, he's a very good ball player. He's just a competitor, off, on, and even in the spring. He's a really hard worker, and he's a very good ball player.